stop this born to rule mentality. Ex-APC chieftain warns northern leaders for criticizing Tinubu. This is now the fight between the north and the southwest, I tell you the truth. When the Igbos and all other parts of the country, middle belt, the south, are saying that this north, they have this born to rule mentality handed over to them by the British during independence, and they are running with it. Nobody is talking. Now, you people have seen what is happening now. It's your turn, so enjoy it. Enjoy it. Okay. Former presidential aspirant and legal practitioner Chief Ruben Famuyibo has issued a stern warning to northern leaders, cautioning them against adopting a born-to-rule mentality and making inflammatory statements criticizing the administration of the president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Famuyibo expressed concerns that such utterances could incite unrest and create chaos in Nigeria. So in a conversation with The Nation on Monday, the Nation newspaper, Famuyibo criticized what he perceived as an onslaught on the Tinubu administration, highlighting the need for leaders to avoid identity politics and divisive rhetoric. So he noted the sudden emergence of voices that remained quiet during the previous administration, raising questions about their motives. So Famuyibo reviewed consultations with Yoruba leaders within and outside the country, indicating growing discomfort with threats, criticisms, and innuendos directed at Tinubu. So while acknowledging that criticisms over policy reforms is acceptable, he condemned politically charged and ethnically sensitive statements from some leaders in the north, warning that such remarks could incite civil strife. But when Tinubu started that Igbos cannot be president, or if you are not voting for APC in Lagos, don't come out. Igbos were disenfranchised, their voters card were thrown into gutter. You didn't say anything. What a hypocrite! That is the truth. This is hypocrisy of the highest order. You didn't see anything wrong with all of those things, but now you can see that they are talking. Even the Hausas, they didn't see anything wrong with Buhari's government when Buhari was there, but now they are talking. Quite unfortunate. When Buhari was there, both the Southwest and South were working together to make sure Buhari sits tight. It likes of Tinubu and his group, and the likes of Amechi from Rivers State and his group, all of them, Fabio and his group, Loretta Onoche and her group, and including this less privileged Igbo man in Lagos. What is his name? Joe Igbokwe. All of them were working for APC, disparaging the Southeast. Now they got what they wanted. It is their turn. Let them enjoy it. That is it. Let them enjoy it. Okay. So there is a comment here, or several comments rather. Somebody said the Northerners should blame Buhari and his unrepentant Boko Haram that prevents farmers from their farm. Okay. This country needs restructuring or divide, and that is it. But who go do it? And God bless your family for that. And another person say northern leaders are afraid of what their poor people will bounce on them soon. Okay, are finding excuses to shift blame on the current president when they kept silent when their son destroyed the country in all ways. Boko Haram was masterminded by Jonathan through politicized issue. Can you imagine when Obasanjo asked him before Yedepo and Adeboye what was his response? If at all you are a real follower. Can you imagine? So now Boko Haram was the Jonathan's mastermind. Can you see? I thought you say you are a liar when you said the Northerners kept quiet during Buhari's regime. And when the Fulani invaders who mastermind them, that is it. The Fulani invaders who mastermind them, Tinubu will succeed by all his, why all his enemies we fail woefully. Okay, oh, we are waiting for you. See the success. You and your family, they're enjoying the success now, Abi. Okay, no wahala. And I say, those are hypocrites because when their son Buhari was in power, they were all silenced. You want President Tinubu to perfect what ex-President Buhari had destroyed for 8 years within 7 months. Kenny Money, Eniyo, I don't understand what they talk. So, but when Buhari was in power, was Tinubu not there? Tinubu was the number one person that was in position to call him to order, but he didn't do that. Probably because he was trying to allow Buhari to have his turn on the flesh and go away, and then arrange on how he will take over so he can have his own pound of the Nigerian flesh as well. And that was just all his intentions. Okay, and there's somebody saying Yorubas should be ashamed, okay, of themselves for allowing the Northerners to use them to remove Jonathan from office, who happen to come from the south part of Nigeria. Today is their turn, and looking at how Tinubu will survive it because the whole Southerners will never support him. And so. Okay, as the chief, in as much as you collect small picking feeding bottle, now crying you invite now, and they must start their cry, because it will never be business as usual. Yes, now, if you come out feeding bottle for small picking mouth, now cry you go here. So now what will happen? So what did they do? They go cry. Let's divide the country so that we will have rest of mind. You even think when you divide the country, you have rest of mind. It's actually the best decision, but what will happen? The same political criminals that are running the country now will go back to their individual regions to also take hold of the regions. That is what will happen because they have amassed so much money that they will use it to also truncate things. Somebody say, Miloko not a born to rule mentality. Tinubu conspired with the North to topple Jonathan's government. Tinubu wanted to be a president, so dog bite dog, no problem. Don't bring the born to rule nonsense sentiment to condemn just criticism of Tinubu. People are dying of hardship. Let's talk about it. And that is it. Let's part ways in peace. Who criticized Buhari the most? Was it not Yorubas? Did Yorubas really criticize Buhari? The Yorubas really criticize Buhari. As also, don't forget that the Northerners are the ones feeding these useless Yoruba people. Okay? And Igbo investing in your land. Nothing special about Yoruba. Abi, the Hausas are bringing all their food from the north to the southwest now. And that is true. That is true. Okay? So that is what we see here. It is what it is. Don't bring the born to rule mentality is the message that they are sending to the Northerners.